Hello everybody, welcome back to High Ground. My name is Tanner, and today just a really quick video. This website was brought to my attention and it allows you to predict how you think the Swiss stage will progress. So if certain results happen in the first round, they'll influence things that happen in the second round and subsequent rounds. So as far as I understand it, this thing is accurate. Like if you put in all of the results from the first round, it'll tell you exactly what's going to happen in the second round and so on and so forth. So this might help you make your final predictions, and the way I have it set up right now, this is just default. This is assuming everything goes based on the initial seeding that they did, not totally randomly, semi-randomly. They did a little bit of a draw. So Beast Coast, FaZe, and BDS were the top seeds from the top regions, i.e. North America, Europe, and Brazil, and then they sort of randomized them in some order, and then we have the second seeds from those regions, E1, Into the Breach, and M80, and so on down the line. So they randomize a little bit within tiers that they'd already established. And let's take a look at now, this is the default one. Let's take a look at a bracket that I filled out. And I don't know if necessarily these are exactly the predictions I'd made, but I found a configuration that aligns with the final predictions that I made. And as you can see, if you hover any of the teams at any point, you can see, you can see some information like how they got their Buchholz score and their current seeding and whatnot. So yeah, I had BDS and FaZe as the two teams going 3-0. A lot of people were questioning if it was possible for them to both go to 3-0 without running into each other, and it is, assuming these things, and maybe there's some other scenarios where it's possible, but it does work with this specific configuration. And then I also had Dark Zero, Furia, and Space Station as my 3-1 teams, and I had Liquid, Beast Coast, and Into the Breach as my 3-2 teams. And it took me a little bit of playing around with the bracket to make it work so that everybody ended up exactly where I predicted them, but I did confirm that it is possible. I assume just about every combination is possible. I'm not sure if there's any combinations that are literally impossible, or if it would just take some big upsets to make anything possible. Unclear, and I'm pretty happy with this one. This actually puts all of the APAC teams in the 1-3 or 0-3, so that means that they only win against each other. The only APAC wins are right here against APAC, and Bliss beating E1 is the only exception. And I think it's fine enough. I'm guessing APAC will do better than this. I can't imagine they're all going to go 0-3 or 1-3. And somebody pointed out to me that all of the recent majors have had at least one APAC team in the top 8. And yeah, I mean, there's a pretty decent chance. Like there's 5 APAC teams here in phase number 2. I think there is a reasonable shot that one of them does make it into the top 8. But because I feel like the average percent chance for any of them to make it through is lower than pretty much every other team, I'm not going with any of them just because there's 5 of them. You know, if one slips through, it's just a matter of numbers, not really a matter of how much I actually believe in them or whatever. And you know, maybe you think a Bleed or a Bliss will make it through, whatever. Maybe you don't. Let me know how you feel about that. But yeah, other ones that I think could maybe go either way is mostly focused on. I keep doing that on accident. Opening the preview thing. And yeah, I think all of these in the last round could potentially go either way. Like M80 could certainly slip in over Into the Breach, and maybe Secret over Liquid, something like that. And even the teams that are 3-1, I guess specifically Space Station and Dark Zero, maybe they could take a loss earlier. Like maybe M80 can beat Dark Zero here, maybe Liquid can beat SSG here, things like that. So yeah, I will have this website linked in the description, so go check it out. If you've already made your predictions, I'm still not 100% clear if you can actually change them. I assume you can up until the deadline make a change, and if you haven't made them also, and you want a little bit of assurance about if certain things happen, will my predictions come true, then you can utilize this. So this is a really cool tool to check things out. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Just a kind of a brief little video, and I will catch you guys next time.